And now this is going to be one of my poems, and it's the first poem I ever wrote. And even though for years in my paintings and in my art I would always include somebody else's poetry, I would name a piece after some piece of a poem. I would always, forever, I remember, so attracted to poetry, but I had never thought of writing poetry. I don't know, it never occurred to me. And my first trip to Peru, when I'm translating, and there the translation goes, it goes from the Spanish to the English, but many times there's some Quechua shaman, so the translation goes from the Quechua to the Spanish that Americo does, to the English to the Spanish, to the Quechua, and it becomes this dance, this weaving that we do. So in the middle of all that, and I'm there and I translate everything that is being said, and this is truly a culture of poetry. When people introduce themselves, they talk about the stars and the wind, and everything is so inspiring. And one day I'm in the garden in this place that I love that's called Salkawasi, that means the undomesticated house. And it has these gardens with eagle nest and humongous hummingbirds. So I'm sitting there and I began to write a poem, and this is the poem. And it was for me like discovering a room in my house that I didn't know it was there, and I finally found the door. And it's called The Openings, Las Aberturas. Oler.
To smell.
Estas plantas nuevas, apasionadas, estos fulgores, estas decadencias.
These new passionate flowers, these splendors, these decadences.
Escuchar.
To hear.
Todos estos latidos, esta vida que está más allá.
All these palpitations, this life beyond.
Indiferente a mis idas y venidas.
Indifferent to my goings and comings.
Mi corazón turbio de huevo de agua.
My turbid heart of egg of water.
Ver.
To see.
Mover los verdes transparentes, líquidos de vientos y abejas.
Moving the transparent greens, liquid winds and bees.
Tocar.
To touch.
Las aberturas, los órganos que esperan, los bordes que me incluyen y no existen.
The openings, the organs that are waiting, the borders that include me and don't exist.
Pero todavía no he puesto en mi boca la redondez desconocida, la hoja podrida, el pétalo de amante.
But still I have not put in my mouth the unknown roundness, the rotten leaf, the lover's petal.
Y si me animase a probar este peligro de lluvias y soles y abismos y muertes encerrados en capullos nuevos, moriría.
If I would dare to try these dangers of rains and suns and abysses and deaths locked in new buds, I could die.
Me atacaría una fiebre de gusanos blancos.
I could be attacked by a fever of white worms.
Haría mi pelo un nido en mi corazón.
My hair could make a nest inside my heart.
O tal vez ya nada te importaría.
Or maybe nothing would be important anymore.
Solo uno en la savia, solo esa sed por siempre satisfecha de correr en la nada hacia la tierra.
Only one in the saddle. Only that thirst forever satisfied of running in the knob towards the dirt. I know you all are impressed with my translations of this poem. Well, I'm with you. This show blows me away. sometimes overpowering to stand before one of these paintings, and I just love when women sing. And this, I feel like, connects. It's the darker side of that, but I think it has a place. This is from my experience as a therapist. We won't do this. Yeah, we will do this in translation. She was severely abused as a child, but she slowly made her way into the light. A young woman, heart ablaze, whose affection for children is transcendental.
La habían acusado severamente de niña, pero lentamente había caminado hacia la luz, una mujer joven, el corazón ardiente y un afecto por los niños trascendental.
She has a young addicted niece with 3 little girls. Her niece recently ran off and left her babies. And now my patient's mother, elderly, with an ailing husband, struggles to care for these children. And my patient grapples with whether to take one of the baby girls as her own.
Tiene una sobrina adicta con 3 pequeñas, quien recientemente se fugó dejando a sus bebés. Ahora la mamá de mi paciente, una mujer mayor, con un marido enfermo, se esfuerza por cuidar a estas niñas y mi paciente lucha con la idea de tomar una de estas niñas como si fuera suya.
She can barely care for herself, can barely keep her head above depression and below dissociation. But her heart is wild and her mind tormented.
Ella apenas puede cuidarse a sí misma, apenas puede mantenerse más arriba de la depresión y por debajo de la disociación, pero su corazón es salvaje, su mente atormentada.
I suggest a trial period of a couple of days each week. She is tepid about this. I say, well, I know it's a cliche, but because you're opening to the question and looking deeply for guidance, an answer will come. She said, what else you got? Chasten. I said, tell me, what was it like to be abandoned?
Le sugiero que tal vez un periodo de prueba de un par de días por semana, pero le parece ruidoso. Y digo, bueno, sé que esto suena un poco cliché, pero como te estás abriendo la pregunta y buscando una guía profunda, la respuesta vendrá. Entonces me dice, ¿qué otra idea tenés? Castigado le digo, decime, ¿cómo fue sentirse abandonado?
She was quiet, remembering herself. Too small to think no one would come to help. Too smart to think that help was coming. So small and God already gone.
Se quedó callada, recordándose, demasiado pequeña para pensar que alguien no iba a venir a ayudarla, demasiado inteligente para pensar que ayuda estaba en camino, tan pequeña, y Dios ya desapareció.
We were silent, each of us openly crying, and I silently cursing. Finally, I spoke of the great stories of Jesus on the cross and Buddha abandoned by the gods as he faced Mara's armies, and the hour was over. She thanked me and we said goodbye.
Nos quedamos callados, cada uno llorando abiertamente y yo en silencio, maldiciendo. Finalmente hablé de las grandes historias de Jesús en la cruz y Buda abandonado por los dioses al enfrentarse a los ejércitos de Mara. Y la hora llegó a su fin. Me agradeció y nos dijimos adiós.